have a goal and you're really passionate about it. You can see it. You can almost touch it, but yet you just can't get there. Are you someone who sets goals, but somehow you never accomplish the goals? Well, here is one reason why you could possibly be failing to achieve your goals and how you can fix it. Hey lady, welcome back to Grown Lady Chat, where we focus on growth and personal development for Christian women. I am your host, Dr. Sherunda Simone, and in today's episode, we're going to chat about one of the main pitfalls that I see people repeatedly fall into when they're going toward accomplishing their goals. Now, this episode is to inspire you and to give you motivation to stay on the journey. All right. So I'm glad you clicked on today's episode because it will be helpful to you. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you are into growth and development with Christian Foundation, and also share this episode with a friend. Ladies, did you hear? The GLC community is having our national conference in-person event this July 18 and 19 in Thomasville, Georgia. You'll see here some of the topics that are on the agenda. We're going to have dynamic speakers. We're going to have a panel discussion as well as breakout sessions. So regardless of your season in life, you will be blessed. The theme for this conference is navigating seasons with God. Trust me, I have put a lot of prayer and intention. I've been working with my lovely team, and we're getting together some good information for you, as well as some really impactful speakers, so that we can make sure that we all leave with a better understanding how we can go through life seasons with God. Our spotlight scripture for today's episode is Habakkuk 2 verse 2. Yes, the Bible tells us that we are to set our plan in writing, make it plain. Now that's really important because most often people have goals, right? Lady, you set out a goal, weight loss, finance, marriage goals as far as improving your marriage, preparing yourself for a marriage, whatever it is, you have a goal and you're really passionate about it. You can see it, you can almost touch it, but yet you just can't get there. For most people, it's not that they don't know how to set goals, because you know exactly where you want to go, and even if you don't know all the details, you know the big picture. But ladies, you don't have a plan. Yes. So the main mistake is that most people, they set goals, but they're very random and they don't have any structure to follow. This could be the reason why you're not seeing results. Hey lady, are you a woman who loves the Lord and who also enjoys beautiful things? Well, if you are, then you are personally invited to join my exclusive Christian women's group. In this group, we chat about clothes, beauty, home decor, parenting, marriage, cooking, and of course, our Christian walk. It's Christian lifestyle all-encompassing. So be sure to join by clicking the link below. I hope to chat with you soon. Now back to our show. As a doctor, I approach all of my patients with very practical medical knowledge and basis for my treatment regimen. Now, it would not be good of me as a doctor with medical training to walk into the room with a patient. He or she tells me about their ailment, and then my response is, let me see. Maybe we'll try this, maybe we'll try that. And I'm just kind of, picking treatments, from all over with no foundation, no structure. The way I treat my patients is structured. Okay, so a person comes in, they tell me their problem, I ask them some questions, and then I devise a treatment plan on the spot. Now, Marky, I've been doing this for, almost 15 years now. So I have some tools in my armamentarium that I can refer to. I have some treatment regimens that I follow because they're successful. But very often I have to tweak the treatment based on the patient. So I'm treating the patient and not just the problem based on what he or she needs and their lifestyle. Yeah, not every treatment plan is cookie cutter because some patients have allergies to certain medications or treatments. So while the medical indication might be for that medicine, I know that if I give that medicine to this patient, they'll have an allergic reaction. So I have to tailor my treatment plan, but there's always a plan, and that's what you have to do as well. Here's the thing, you have to tailor it to your lifestyle. That's why as much as I come on these episodes and I share with you things that I do that work for me, I always urge and encourage you to find out what works best for you in your life with your resources, your time, your expert level, with your own history and background. I want for you to tailor actions using the information that I share. Now, I came up with a 5-3-5 goal setting guide. Now, this goal setting guide I put together specifically to share with you. I've been using the 5-3-5 goal setting method for years now. It's mine. I devised it. It works, and I have it available for you. So if you're somebody who you struggle with achieving your goal, 9 times out of 10, it's because you don't have a roadmap to follow, and I've created it for you. So here is an example, all right? Your goal might be healthy lifestyle. You want to make some changes in that department, don't we all? Well, you say, okay, I want to lose 10 pounds. That's a good goal. It's actually, somewhat specific. You know the amount of weight you want to lose, and then most people stop there. Or they will go on their phone and start scrolling social media and save a bunch of posts and blogs and products and all of these things in random areas all over their phone, all over the tablet. And maybe you might, invest in a couple things on Amazon, workout things. You might even, read a couple of the blog posts, and you might even pick up a supplement here or there, but you don't have a cohesive plan that you're following. And what's more, you haven't found out what you need to do to actually incorporate lifestyle changes that are going to lead you to the loss of the 10 pounds. Again, you can take this into any goal you have. Very often, especially because we are bombarded with so much information with technology at our fingertips, you can have so much information that now you're just overwhelmed and you don't make a change. You don't make any move or take action. Because it's like, okay, well, what do I do? Everything looks good. It works for her. That works for him. But will it work for me? You don't know until you try it. But here's the thing. If you are trying multiple things all over, you don't know what's working, what's not working. You don't know if there's an adverse reaction based off of this step you've taken or not. And that's why I bring it back to when I'm managing my patients. And I take this same vein of thought into when I'm coaching people one-on-one or when I'm speaking to audiences, and how I even apply it in my own life and my own goal setting. I always have a structured plan. I follow my 5-3-5 goal setting guide. And then when I've come to the end of the guide and I've really sat down and put things on paper, or even the digital version, because I have it on my tablet as well. Once I've done that, I put things into action. I make changes in my lifestyle to accommodate the steps needed to achieve my goals. I do all of the work. And then at the end of like 3 or 4 months, I sit down and I review. Did it work? Did it not? What helped me? What hindered me? What made me grow? What shrunk my progress? That's the only way you're going to know what is actually going to help you move things along. So plan, do, review. Same thing with my patients. Patient comes in, I give a diagnosis, I have a treatment plan that's tailored to his or her lifestyle and what a reasonable expectation is based on my medical knowledge. I share that with the patient. We plan to meet up again in 5 months. They give me feedback. It is or it isn't working. And then we tailor things to fit so we can get the best result and outcome. It's very simple, but unless you have a plan to follow, it's something that people most often don't think about, and so you don't get the benefit of structure. That is specifically why I decided to go ahead and share my 5-3-5 goal setting guide. And it is available now. Check the link down below. If you are looking for digital option, you can grab it today and start using it today. And if you're someone who you like the pen and paper format, then just, put your order in and I'll ship it out to you as soon as possible. Hey lady, make sure you check the description box because I usually have a few freebies that you can grab today. I also have some resources and personal development tools for you to check out. We want to make our efforts count. So if that's something that you're interested in, then I really hope that you decide to join the Grown Lady Chat community. So until next time, remember, I am Dr. Sherunda Simone, and I will either see you at the top or from the top. You decide. Bye.